Yo, welcome to Lost Boy Lounge. It's your boy Reeves.
Tanner.
And we in the lounge today with Pusha Preme, one of my day one homies. I've known this kid since I say kid, I think you're older than me. I know this homie since I was like 16.
Jeez.
I know that's a long time, bro.
Is it though? Not real.
But yeah, we're going to be getting down to brass tacks, the business, and figure out what's going on with him. Man, he is a Billboard charting. You know, run your stuff. Tell me who you are.
I mean, what's going on, y'all? It's 1-4 for the Wandering Assassins, your favorite masked assassin. Billboard P, Pusha Preme, Tampa will win. It's always the Bay Way. And shout out to St. Pete. We never forget about our cousins and our brothers down here in South Florida. Yeah, I'm just the artist. It's like anybody else, just a creator. Just focus, man. Just focus and consistent, and then then you just kind of open the door and let God happen.
Yes, sir. So I heard you shout out Tampa will win. What is this movement? That Tampa will win movement.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So Tampa will win. It started out with Pro Major, and he had brought it to my attention, like when he was trying to get it going, and I thought it was a beautiful movement. I feel like Tampa's the home of second chances, and it's giving me second chances, other people that I know as well too. So I was like, yeah, and then he kind of he shot, not that he stopped doing it, but it's like, I was just put in a position to where that movement could become real life, and people could be like, oh shit, Tampa really is winning because you have this unorthodox artist and he's getting all these things done, and I don't have to follow the status quo of being like a drug dealer rapper or being a trap rapper or being this. I can actually be myself, and I have a better chance of getting to where I need to get to. And I think that's what the movement just kind of that's what it's all about.
That's pretty dope. I always hear about unity and brotherhood and uplifting the city. Like, you want to showcase the city. And I always thought that was pretty cool with you. But let's get into about 21 questions. Reeves, 21 questions.
Okay.
I'm sure you've done interviews. You were just on TV.
Shout out to Afro TV.
How was that experience, by the way?
That shit was dope. I ain't gonna hold you, man.
Yeah, it was
pretty,
like,
I don't talk about it a lot because I don't want to make it seem like.
What is it? Where were you at?
So we was filmed on Afro TV, so it's a Roku channel, and basically was interviewed by the Lowdown James, and it was like a like legit valid
nice
TV studio. They had a green room, they had a powder room. They had it was crazy.
Wrong powder room, Reeves.
Yeah, so it was dope, man. It was a dope experience. And then the thing is, I told my team, my brothers, the Wandering Assassins, my band, that I'm gonna get us to this point. So far I've been kind of just speaking into existence with them. So that one right there was like a shocker for all of them, because they're like, holy shit, this is dope. All of their mics was top notch. Everything was super expensive and shit like that.
Yeah.
We had downtime. We got to talk amongst ourselves, and then the accommodation was dope. And then to see it on TV was just oh shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really real.
That's pretty dope. So let's hop into these questions. I'm proud of you, brother, for everything that you've done.
Same for you, man.
Yeah, man.
Heard you dropped down in weight, you know what I'm saying? About to be back on the road.
Yeah.
Yo, man.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so what's the story with the mask? How did it come to be?
So it started when I moved back down from Tampa. I used to be a part of another label called King's Legacy, and I didn't want, me to hold my man back, and I didn't want him to hold me back. So I didn't want our history to be tainted by us separating. You know what I'm saying? So I came down, and I wanted to start over, but as I was starting over, I also had my daughter out here too. So it's really hard to be an active rapper, especially on the come up, and you're not rich and famous, and then people kind of just assess you different when you're just going through real life shit. So I wanted to just separate it so that my artistry kind of stood for itself. So I just coexist in both worlds. So as as I climb the charts in my music career, I'm getting into these social groups, and I'm getting to these talks and things of that nature. I'm able to kind of do certain things, and then I don't want to, I don't want me when I'm off the clock to be taken advantage of. So just my art uniform, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, did you went by another name previously? Right?
Yeah, it was Malcolm back in the day.
Yes, that's pretty dope. Speaking on King's Legacy, it was your boy Nova, Reaching Over,
yep.
So you've been a prominent artist in New York and in Tampa. How do the scenes differ, and how are they the same?
That's a good question. I would say in New York, it's like your bag has to be really right, and the support has to be really vivid, and you have to have like this kind of like stroke of confidence because certain boroughs don't like certain other boroughs. So you can be super nice and you still won't get the love. So
You gotta like earn your respect in New
Yeah.
York type of shit.
now with Tampa, you still kind of have to earn your respect as well too. But the thing is, you're able to kind of like find your niche market
Yeah.
that plays towards you. So you don't have to be like a joke artist to kind of like do well. You don't have to be somebody that is like in a folk band. You can actually be in a metal band and pop in Tampa. So that's the dope thing I like about Tampa
So
compared to New
versatile.
York.
Yeah, super
That's
versatile.
pretty cool. Like, would you say the New York scene? Obviously, it's a bigger city, bigger environment. Is their music scene of independent artists a lot larger?
I would say it's about the same. Like there's a lot of artists out in New York, and they're like dual artists. Like some of them might just paint, but they could rap. Some of them might be like an engineer, but they could sing really well. You know, there's a lot of dual artists out there, in New York.
That's pretty dope. This is gonna take you back. Do you remember the first verse that you ever wrote?
No.
No. He's like, my big game's strong. I've been
Do you
writing a lot.
remember what age you started?
I would say it had to be like songs or just like writing.
Writing.
So writing, my most vivid memory, I would say I had just moved to Tampa, and my cousin put me on to some shit called the Lyricist Lounge Show, and there was a guy named Wordsmith,
Why does that sound so familiar?
and then it was just so incredible, like what he was doing. I was just like, yo, this is crazy. And then he was like, yo, we should write a rap. And then he was already rapping, so he wrote like an extensive rap, and like I was like trying to do it, and then that's like probably my first memory of starting it. And then he was just like, he was impressed, and that was like my big cousin. So for him to be impressed was like, oh shit, this is dope. You know what I'm saying? This one thing that is like that I'm good. I guess I'm good at that he fucks with. You know.
Hell yeah.
What's up? Do you remember your first recorded song? What that was?
Damn.
And what platform you put that on? Was it MySpace days? Or?
Nah, the first song we recorded was on Acid Pro, and we had it on CD. Yeah, we had it on CD, and we was giving that out in school with Spades Inc. Yeah.
that was back in the city where we used to be at. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, if y'all don't know out there, man, my neighborhood and his neighborhood used to play football and basketball against each other on the weekends as kids all the time. And their neighborhood was full of dudes from like New York and Providence and stuff like that.
So y'all got fucked up out there.
Every fucking time. Like we thought it was hard. We was beating everybody else, and then they came in and they was all brolic and bullies. I think they won one time, and it made us feel like the little giants because like there's always that one time. These dudes in high school dunking, doing the reverse dunks and stuff.
Yo, shout out to Kareem. Kareem was dunking.
Yo.
And then still going to play for Wharton afterwards. That was crazy.
That was crazy, man. So you are a father, and you recently had another child.
Yeah.
How do you balance being a father and like a personality in the city?
It's just you just have to just be really organized with your time, and then have like a really good support system. So my wife holds it down. My parents, her parents holds it down. My homegirl Sophie, she holds it down as well too. And Fabian as well too. My photographer, his girl holds it down. So we have like a really good support system. A lot of people want to see, this really kind of go up for us. So they always extend the hand out, and I think that's why I'm so like close to my fan base because if without them, nobody.
Yeah. So you mentioned you're a photographer. So do you have like a team?
Yeah, I have a media team.
Your artists?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
So we are.
So how many people are involved in that? 4.
So we have Fabian, Jans, then we have the other Fabian, and then Fadi. So Fadi, Fabian, Jans. Fadi, Fabian, Jans, and Zay Dizzy.
And what does everyone do?
Yeah, Fadi with he has.
So what does everyone do?
So
what part do they play?
Fadi's my photographer.
Yeah.
Fabian's photographer and videographer.
Yeah.
But he's more like lifestyle photography, like catches like when we're chilling, like tying shoes or like kind of just shooting the shit.
Yeah.
Then we have Jans that does videography, he does a lot of the recaps, and then the content creator is Zay Dizzy. So he's the one that like he made the one with me and Sit Live with the guitar and with the flashing lights, and then we have another one dropping tomorrow as well too. We did a recap from going to not another vintage expo over there at Hooch and Hive.
Word.
So if you can compare your time of when you were in New York doing the King's Legacy thing to the team that you have now, do you think the team that you built now makes things run a lot smoother for you?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, because now that I have the experience, because of that, I can kind of like not run into the same mistakes. I can kind of like value my people a little bit different. Understand their time. They can understand my time. Transparency. It's kind of like like running a business in a sense.
I feel that. I already did that one. Do you remember your first verse? I keep throwing them. Do you ever think that you will unmask?
No.
No.
It's not about
It's
the
never gonna
mask.
happen.
It's about the music. It's like I remember Bane had said something. He's like, they didn't listen to me until I put the mask on. But in the sense that if you only know me for that, then that's cool with me because like this is just my artistry. You know what I'm saying? Like I still, I still like chicken sandwiches like everybody else. I still get a public sub. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't want that to ever like disturb the imagination, the inspiration, whatever it does for the individual.
Even the judgment. I feel like people will judge super heavy too.
Yeah, we live in a very judgmental world, so like I don't want any of that to kind of just take away from like the art.
Yeah.
Because before anything, the art will live here forever, and we're temporary. So as spiritual beings, we need to be able to just like recognize these things that's happening right now.
For sure. So speaking of the mask and everything like that, I'm gonna steal a question that Reeves always asks. I never get a chance to ask it, but if you could have 2 superpowers, what would they be?
2 superpowers, I would say super speed and super heal.
Oh, you want to heal? Oh, okay.
You want to heal?
Yeah.
Like healing yourself or healing other people?
I think it goes both ways.
Yeah. I think it goes both ways.
Okay.
Like an Avatar.
Okay, got you. Yeah.
That's what's up. Nobody ever, that shows the kind of person that you are because people's like, oh, I want to fly, or I want to do this, but nobody ever thinks about what would benefit someone else. What I mean? And being able to heal.
That's a strong one.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, because the thing is like, if because if you have powers, they're gonna weaponize you regardless. You know what I'm saying? There's no way around it, or they're going to treat you like a weapon and come attack you. So if you're not able to be quick, in my opinion, just to be able to kind of just be in multiple places at once, then you're trapped. Plus, I love traveling, so if I can go to LA, then go to Dubai, and then like run on water like Sonic, you know what I mean? I mean that would be dope too. And then just healing like with these powers, right? How I'm gonna be able to maintain these powers and I'm still human. I'm gonna need to be able to heal if I run super fast in my legs. Even if you can fly, like you need some kind of like.
He's deaf with it, yo.
Yeah. He's thinking about it though. For real.
I mean,
logically, this is how it has to be, bro.
Yeah.
I like a lot. I like I love Marvel. I kind of like DC, and then like I see some of the things that the superheroes go through. I'm just like, damn.
This is going on to my next question. So what would be your favorite superhero? Or villain?
Well, originally it was Superman, right? Because I love the fact that Superman tried to be human, and I feel like that's what Pusha Preme is. Like Pusha Preme is like Superman, and then when I'm not Pusha Preme, that's just me trying to just like do all the human things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like someone sneeze, bless you. Sometimes I don't want to say shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm just not in the mood to just like, you know what I'm saying? I talk to people all day long, so. But like, if you don't do that, then you know what I mean. So Superman had to throw the glasses on. He had to get like a day job, just so he can kind of like coexist. And then when it was his purpose and his time, that's what he did. And I feel the same way. But the thing about Superman that I don't like is that like, the more and more you dive into Superman, they just make him an alien. So I'm just like, it's not really like a superhero. It's just like you're not from here, so you're just adapting to the advantages of not being here. So with that being said, I have to say the Hulk.
Word.
I think I knew that. I feel like I knew that.
Yeah, I haven't tatted.
Oh yeah.
So I have the Superman logo, and then I have the Hulk.
Oh, I got my Superman inside mine with F over here. But you said you have a band or a group. You got a band or a group?
A band.
Mm-hmm. How did you and the Wandering Assassins come together, and how did the name come to be?
So the Assassins name came from my man Ron Anderson. He was my first drummer, and he's like we travel far, you know what I'm saying, and we do these shows and we fuck shit up, and we try to be discreet about it, so we all wear our masks like assassins, which makes sense. Once you understand that, then you're like, oh, that's why Pusha Preme wasn't mad, because he's a wandering assassin. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like doing it without doing the forefront, because if I'm like a wandering assassin and I'm trying to show you a song like my Afrobeat song, it's not gonna connect. You know what I'm saying? You can't be too different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Start confusing people and shit. So, yeah, we formed up just basically just like any other band. We just started playing. I paid them for a couple shows, and then like they just loved the music that we were making. They were fans of the music. So then we just started implementing. We started just picking weekly practices and things like that, and it became just like the norm for us.
Now, were you a part of the Straz?
Yeah, we did the Straz show.
Okay,
with,
were they backing you on that, or did you?
Yeah. So the drummer wasn't our drummer. Well, yes, he's not our regular drummer, but he's like because we have so many people that enjoy like what we do as a band. So we have other people that will pick up if we ever need anybody. So Bo, well, I know him as Charles. He filled in for us on drums, but we still had the same string player. So we had same day orchestra for our strings, and then Julian on the keys. Justin was on the bass.
Nice.
I've seen you perform. I think you had a violinist and I think you got a saxophone or.
Yeah,
like
we had the violin.
At Hoochie, it was your
Hoochie, we had one violin. At GMF, we had one violin. At the Straz, we had 3, and at the Yard, we had the whole we had like 3 plus we had like a cello or like the big bass one. So we tried to incorporate that more.
I think I did a show with him at local when he was wearing the black with like silver.
Oh yeah. I remember that. I remember
a long time ago.
That was Zach.
I either booked you on, or my wife booked you on, or something. I just can't remember exactly what show it was, but it was at local.
I remember the flyer. Speaking of the shows you've done, because your what do you want to call it? Track record, rap sheet, whatever you want to call it, is extensive. What is one of your worst show experiences?
Worst show experience. I would say we did our Super Bowl show at Crowbar. So we was performing Super Bowl weekend. Super Bowl was in Tampa, and we had Crowbar. Everyone loved the show because everyone was just drunk, but the click track was playing, the auto tune wasn't right.
Oh no!
The
auto tune in the wrong key.
The sound engineer wasn't on their end, was arguing with my MD. It was like, and they was like talking shit back and forth. I was like, yo, what the show? Everyone's so drunk they didn't figure out. I think somebody had knocked the speaker down, like one of the monitors. It was a wild show. Everyone got lit that night. And then coming out, we had to kind of like stay in because they had the shooting. You had the shooting, and then Drake had went to Ritz, and our car was over there. So to get to our car, it took us like 30 minutes because there was so many people. It was crazy.
Drake at Ritz. Oh, speaking of that, I saw maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, you got on the Afrobeat wave and was making that popping. How do you feel about Drake's album that he kind of went that wave on?
Yeah.
The dance record, I'm not surprised. I mean, he lives a different life than we live, so he's probably at these social places and they're not playing his music, and he's just like, they need to play my music. You know what I'm saying? On some like cocky shit, like, I'm Drake. My music should be played at this bar or whatever. And then he made that kind of music, you know? Normally he would just jump on whoever the next new up and coming person is, and then he'll get there. Like when Isla McConan had that alternative wave with the very spacey music, Drake's like, let me hop in here. Or when Drum had the very fun kind of like bing, 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 like that kind of songs, Drake was like, I don't need to make a song like that. I'll just hop on your song. Or
like he hopped on that Jack Harlow shit.
Yeah, but that's his bag though. That's his bag.
Yeah, that's his bag. Yeah,
that's his bag.
I mean, but if you're looking at the album he just put out, it's completely like different. So I was thinking, like, my opinion was that like maybe he was making all this music, right? He gets sucked into this lane, did it, and then I don't know legally what the terms are, but I know you're obligated. You have to like drop some kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, you mean with his label? But he's independent now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's independent.
Okay. Well, yeah, I don't know what the title of the album was about.
Yeah,
honestly, never mind. But yeah, hopefully.
But
his next album
it's listed as dance on Apple Music.
Yeah.
It's listed as dance, so it's like once he consciously did that, then I was like, okay, no, you just want to go into another lane because there's a bag in that lane. He probably went like he probably got a couple billboards off that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Speaking about billboards, talk to me about how you felt the 2 times you charted on Billboard. It was 2 times on Billboard.
No, 1 time on Billboard, twice on iTunes.
Twice. Oh, okay. The 1 time on Billboard and the 2 times on iTunes. And how you felt when you received your plaque? Like, what was that elation like?
That was dope. Cause then it was just like, I never was able to get my mom like a college degree, so showing her that was like my degree. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
'Cause she always was like kind of iffy on the music, didn't know how it was gonna go. And then the thing about music, man, you gotta be consistent. Even when you don't see it going anywhere, you never know when it's your time. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try to tell people like time's not real, so you don't focus on time. Just focus on doing what you want to do every day that you're awake. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And just live that way, and then things kind of like manifest. But once you kind of like disconnect yourself from the everyday, then you miss that time, and then then it just like the sun comes up, goes down, comes up, goes down. Then one day you're like, I want to do it, and it's like, okay, then do it now, and then it just kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that experience was like, I can't explain. It's like it's probably synonymous to like getting a new puppy. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I love you. You know what I'm saying? So and then with the iTunes, it was the same feeling because I've seen other people get the iTunes, but to get the number 1 was like I didn't expect that. That shit was like I thought maybe they made a mistake or something,
So when they send you the plaque, how does that work? Are you able to get one for the studio you recorded it at as well?
Yeah,
or?
But you have to pay each time. So what most studios do is like you tell them like, hey, I have a plaque for this, and they'll be like, okay. Then you hit up Jewel Box Platinum, and then you show them all like the specs and everything. They do their homework, and then you can order your plaque.
Word.
That's what's up.
That's the only thing I don't like about it is you have to order it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Number 1 on iTunes. We had another guy number 1 on iTunes. His album was number 1 on iTunes. Kasky was here 2 episodes ago.
Oh, that's dope.
That's pretty dope, man.
That's dope. I'm gunning for album 1. This album, I'm trying to chart this album on Billboard. So
it was Outside or what?
Yeah, Outside was number 13, and then Adam and Eve was number 1.
That's Indie Indigo's on that, or
yeah, Indie Indigo. He's featured Indie Indigo and DJ are featured on Adam and Eve.
That's a dope song.
That's probably who you were at the local show with.
With DJ?
That's who I'm pretty sure that's who I booked, the Indie Indigo.
Oh, Indie Indigo? Okay, that's my guy. Yeah. Indie and Yism.
Yism, man. Yism was our first episode. Shout out to Yism.
Yeah, praise God.
Yeah, and you know what? We need to bring him back for another episode because I just watched that episode and I'm like, holy shit, we've upgraded so much since then. And I'm like, that's not even cool. like the second episode.
He got a new album that he just dropped. And I know he's like dabbling into like a bunch of different concepts. He has like a really
very well spoken too.
Yeah.
Media trained, like
media trained.
We asked him about media trained. He's like, oh man, I've been talking to Preme, and Preme's kind of got my hair right about shit and stuff like that. So.
Oh man, yo. I mean, I just told him what anybody would tell him. What anybody would tell him that cared about him. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know what I mean? Just fix a couple of these things and you'll be straight. You know what I mean? Yeah. I can't promise you, anything else. But if you do your business and focus on your fans, you'll find success. That's why I tell people. The people is what makes you successful. Yeah,
his range. He's so versatile, man. He showed me stuff, and I'm just like, yo, you for real? Like, yeah. When we went to what's his name? We shot the video for him. Bangerang Wes. We went to Wes's, and he showed us that one song. And I was like, yo,
I shot a bunch of videos for Yism.
Yeah,
I've been multiple. I shot one with you and Yism as well.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Yo, you know what the crazy thing is? I'm looking at your face, and I'm just like, I've seen you before.
Yeah. I'm here, man. I'm like that. I'm like that dude that kind of like is like kind of in the background, but like sometimes you'll see me and I'm just like on like a stage, like ready to kick somebody in the face.
We was talking for a minute. We had like a conversation. We don't like for that whole walk. And yo, it was mad cold outside.
Yeah,
bro, freezing cold.
That was after the open mic, and you guys had called me.
So fucking cold. Shit didn't even go right for me for that shoot. Like my light died. Like we had to charge my light in the fucking.
But the video came out dope though. Like I was impressed because I was looking at it and I remember I was asking you questions like, "You sure, bro? Like the lighting is like." And he's like, "Nah, I got it." But the cuts was smooth. It definitely like because Millie Moon doesn't get enough credit. Her music is dope. It just needs to be like displayed. Like she's to me, she's a visual artist because the sound and everything else kind of just goes hand in hand.
Yeah, that's why I kind of take a minute. I talk to the artist that I'm actually like shooting, and I like to like see like what their vibe is, channel into their energy. That way I can produce something that's like what they want. You know what I mean?
Pretty dope. I wish I could have slept.
But yeah, it was cold as fuck outside.
What OD?
So cold.
It was brick.
And it was a run and gun shoot, so it was like there was no planned thing. It was like, oh, let's shoot here, let's go walk, let's find another spot, let's shoot here, let's go walk, find another spot. And that shit's tight. I mean, artists can do that. That's cool.
Yeah, Millie, because Yism had asked me, he was like, do you have any locations that's different from the ones he got? Because sometimes we trade off locations. He gave me the location for the video they did with DTG. So I was just like, yeah, I got you, because I was going to use Tarpon Springs. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you shoot more, and especially when you put Millie on, I think you could kind of do something dope here. But I think, like, they should do another one and then really just, enlighten the Greek influence from the Tarpon Springs. You know what I'm saying? Like, that blue with the white is so dope, man.
Yeah. Maybe during the day.
Yeah.
That'll maybe make it happen out there.
It's a nice area. I actually drove through it.
At nighttime, it's like a Scooby-Doo, like mystery, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I think about, because all the boats out there and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, where's the villain at?
Where's the villain at?
So, yeah, I don't know if you've said anything about it, so if I asked this. But you have a new album that you're working on right now?
Yes. So we have to
tell me like the concept or how you put an album together.
So this album is like super important to me. I don't think I've had an album to mean that much to me until this one. So my grandma passed, God rest her soul, and she wasn't there to to see the Billboard, to see the iTunes, nothing like that. She was sick at the time, and this body of work is called I Hate to Say Goodbye. So just basically these are the songs that I had since her passing, and I've so much success has kind of came from that time, but not enough time to kind of like mourn and kind of just like sit with what's going on. So it's me going through that and then still going through all the rapper life bullshit hand in hand. So it's called I Hate Saying Goodbye. First project that I co-produced with Cranky. I worked with Jumpman Jay on it exclusively, so it's really dope. It's really nice. Like we just set everything up with Bandcamp and stuff like that. So.
Nice. It's a totally different experience when you get to sit down with the producer who's making the beat and actually get to give them input on like what you want this beat instead of just like getting something offline and buying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I suggest everybody to do it that way, because the type of beats that we made is just like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? It's like
they're one of ones. Yeah.
I saw something on your Facebook today, and it was like studio session from like 9 to 2, and then like
oh my god, that was a long day.
So do you do that often? Like you in the studio like that often? And the reason I bring that up is Kasky was talking about how he has these 12-hour days where he's just in the studio grinding. Do you find yourself to be able to create more like that when you have those long days?
Sometimes it depends, man. It depends on what's actually going on outside and what the vibes are in the studio. Sometimes you can get like inspired like that. So I was working on a new record to where I'm trying to do like an Afro dance record, but not too much like Drake. Still in like what I do in my realm. Yeah. Just production wise, kind of just making it kind of just make sense. So we worked on that together, and I love working with Alex Romero.
Where do you go?
The Grand Bay.
Yeah, I thought so. I haven't been. To be honest, I don't think I've ever recorded in like a big official like studio.
It's an experience, man. Like some people do it at the crib. The crib joint is cool. I used to try to do it at the crib, but for me, it's just like I enjoy like the fake nervousness that you get, like, oh man, I gotta get to the studio today. Like I can't waste time that's been paid for. And then I like when you walk in, like going through the multiple doors, seeing like the plaques on the walls and stuff like that, and know that like, you know what I'm saying, you're only one song away from getting there.
That's how it was for me when I was went and worked with James Wood. Exactly.
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't even like a rap song; it was like an acoustic song, and we had to mic the acoustic guitar. So it was like, it's like it's cool that he's got all these like certain, things.
Shout out to James.
Yeah, shout out to James, man. James Wood.
For sure. If you could perform anywhere in the world, where would you want?
Madison Square Garden. The
You wanna
Garden.
Go home.
The Garden. Gotta be.
That's like the most world famous Madison Square Garden.
MGK just sold it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sold out Pusha Preme show, Madison Square Garden. What would you open with?
Holy shit. Oh no. I might have a song called Word
What
to My
are you
Dad.
gonna open with?
Yeah. Let's speak that into existence. What are you gonna open with?
I don't know.
It's not even made yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it might not be made yet, but maybe there's a record on the album. I'll let you guys hear. It's called Word to My Dad. Maybe that song, or maybe more money, more problems. I don't know. I don't know. That I have a lot. Like one thing I could say about my MD, they make some really fucking good intros for the shows. You know what I'm saying? Because Party Time sometimes goes OD too. Maybe Party Time. Maybe Party Time.
That's awesome. I'm just thinking about like, man, it would be really dope. Have you done an arena? I think it's
no.
Maybe.
Well,
this
this Straz.
It's a theater kind of.
Yeah, I would say like a theater. Well, GMF we open for Nas. Let me see. We open for Sci High. We open for Joe Budden. We open for Gunner and Thug, which is ironic that they're in that unfortunate situation.
Yeah.
No, man. With the Orpheum. Yeah. No huge arenas yet.
Like that. That'd be really
Soon, man.
I'm trying to.
My man Mendoza, he's telling me about the situation that they got in for the Portland Trailblazers. So I'm hoping they can make that happen.
What all states have you performed in?
States, I would say New York, Mississippi, Florida.
Okay. I've heard you mention LA. I didn't know if you had been out there and done anything.
I've been out there. I didn't get a chance to perform. I went there more so to kind of sightsee. So we went to.
I want to get out there.
It's fire, man.
Yeah.
We drove to San Diego, so that drive was
I
nice.
feel like it would be inspiring just to be out there and be around that.
Yeah.
Because living in St. Pete, Florida, like we have Miami, we have, our little areas, but that's LA.
Yeah, LA's dope, man. I ain't gonna front. LA's dope. It's like a suburban city.
Word.
You know what I mean? And the mountains are mad inspiring.
Like what you from up north. So, like when I went to New York, I was kind of like in awe of just the scale of everything. You know what I mean? Like I had flown to New York to go to Jerry Springer or whatever, but I didn't really get to see the city.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I stayed in the city, was on like the 42nd floor of this hotel, looking down Times Square, and I was just like, man, I cried, bro.
Yeah.
I would just be like, I can't believe I'm in this situation like this, like just around this life, this movement. That city never.
Man, last time I was in New York, I got robbed by Buzz Lightyear, bro.
Damn.
I ain't even gonna fucking front, bro. That was the worst experience. I was
I
so
don't be taking
fucking
pictures with those funny
pissed
boys,
off,
man.
bro. See, that's the thing. Is like I was young. I thought I was so hot shit, but I'm like, oh, I'm in New York. I got a rich girlfriend. We at this hotel right on Times Square. I step out into the fucking Times Square, bro. I'm like taking pictures. I ain't got no money on me. Next thing you know, I go to walk away. I get a little tug. He's like, a little sign, dude.
Damn.
A little sign that says please, or it's like make sure you tip your performers of $5 for picture donation. You know what I mean? All that stuff. I'm like, damn. No, I only had a 20 on me, so I had to give him. Dude, he ain't had no change.
Of course, you didn't have change.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
You ain't got change. Get out of here, kiddo.
But I was young. But yeah, Buzz Lightyear got my ass, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna remember that shit.
Fuck you, Buzz.
Yeah,
Fuck
he got a family, dog. You know what I mean?
No, yeah. He can
So
have
does
that
he.
one. Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. I didn't know it at the time. I was gonna have one.
Yeah. So you won Creative Loafing's Artist of the Year. Was it Best of the Bay?
Best of the
Best of
Bay.
the Bay Artist of the Year in 2021. Is that something you're focused on repeating this year, or are you trying?
Yeah,
to...
man. I told everybody to, cause the thing about me is like I'm more Pippen than I am Jordan. Like I want everybody around me to kind of just shine. So I tell everybody, don't vote for me. Vote for me and the band.
Yeah.
So I'm not like pursuing going for like a Best of the Bay like back to back. I'm pursuing going for Best Band. I think Nico Sweet got willing that she could win it this year. Either Nico Sweet or Billy Legal.
I don't know, Barely. Oh, the collective Barely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know.
Migos Sweet is dope. I just did a thing with her yesterday for the county, Creative Pinellas. We were on the thing together. Discussing Afrofuturism and Afro-Quantum. That was really dope. She's an amazing artist. Her potluck song video is dope. And they have Slime.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's coming out soon.
Which is really dope.
You know, I think Burnright might have a shot this year.
ABR?
Yeah.
He's doing a lot.
I think he's
yeah.
it.
I remember him. He was at the Strats too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's doing great.
About to drop his second poetry book.
Yep. And then you know we're going for that podcast.
You know, make sure y'all go
yeah.
We've only been doing it for 3 months, but we up there.
Still though, I mean, as long
Weekly,
as long as people are watching you guys consistent, like, you know what I mean, like. I was new to it because like he told me about it, and I was just like, podcast, and it didn't really like connect with me because the only podcast that I know is like once I interview with a podcast, then I'm just like, all right, boom, like now I'm a fan because you know I just don't be having time to listen to podcasts, but you know they always have recaps and it's like the thing I listen to before I go to sleep or my drive in the morning. But since I don't drive to work anymore, that it eliminated that portion of it, and then now it's substituted by Google News. Go Google, what's on the news today? Just to know, man. I need to know what the fuck's going on. It's just crazy out here. But I'm definitely gonna tune and subscribe.
That's what's up, brother. I appreciate that. How do you feel when other artists say real MCs don't rap over vocals?
Oh my God, when Psych Montana was saying that dumb shit. Yo, Psych, I love you, bro. You're my guy, but man.
Psych and Marcel P. Black. I don't even know Marcel,
bro,
but
like,
they just like have this witch hunt.
Yo, it's funny because ever since that post, though, here's the thing. It's like he got engagement with that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You can't even lie. Like homie got engagement with that post because ever since that has happened, we asked this question to every single artist on the show.
Yeah, but the thing is, fun fact is that same day he had a show at Shuffle and he forgot his words. Like there's no crime in that. Like if you want to hear acapellas or if you want to hear super delivery and stuff like that, then go to a poetry slam. You feel me? Like, but if you come in here to hear music, right? Yeah. Because yes, the words are important. Yes, the hooks are important. But the people forget the production, the music, the engineering is the most important thing. Because if there's no music, who the fuck are you gonna go see acapella?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like when they say shit like that, I'm just like, just because you don't like it doesn't mean that you could make martial law for everybody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we just live in a world of just like opinion and rule makers. It's just like, no, dog, you gotta put one leg in before the other leg, and I'm just like, wait, what? No,
yeah,
I saw this.
I was like, who gives a fuck?
Exactly.
Like, who fucking cares what other people are doing? Like, focus on yourself, channel. You know what I mean? Like, worry about what you want. Do what you want to do, bro.
And the thing is, like, why would you? I agree with you. And why would you knock something that is like that's doing well anyway? The pros do it, so you trying. So now you might be giving someone this advice, and it might be the wrong advice because now, if you rap without the vocals and you get a bad mic, what the fuck happens?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like I hate when people say it because just like you act like people are buying their own mics. You're giving them these rinky dinky ass corded mics that are like 4 or 5 years old. You know what I'm saying? That's been twirled around, spit on a whole bunch of times, and then you want to complain at me for bringing my vocals? No, I'm a performer.
Yeah.
No one say shit when these girls be lip syncing, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just that's my man. But I told him it's like, bro, like. Stop, bro. Like it's like I get what you did. Like you stirring the pot, but it's like, but you was running with it, bro. Like it was like a 2-3 week thing. I'm just like, bro, like you're gonna look crazy.
Got in on it.
Because if you fuck your shit up, they're gonna come for you. You know what I'm saying? Like we should.
I like stirring the pot though, but I don't know.
You used to like stirring the pot.
No,
you don't stir it that much no more because you've been in Facebook jail so goddamn much.
Yeah, they locked me up, bro. I got priors. Yeah. I've been taking it easy, man. I'm old, 33, Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
Gotta take it easy, dog. Gotta grow up sometimes. I'm still a kid, though. But what are some of your favorite artists in the city?
Man, that's a biased question.
Give us 5.
Okay, good. I could do 5.
15.
Barely Legal, The Collective, Jay Brown, Yism, Nigga Sweet, AD the Artist. If I'm just naming 5.
What was the last one you said?
AD the Artist. So when I had that studio session, he's doing a studio session where he's creating an EP in 72 hours.
Oh, we've done that.
So, but he recorded it live the whole time.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's right. See, only person I know that went live and did some crazy shit was Cess. He broke the Guinness Book of World Record for longest freestyle.
Yeah,
at Donnelly's Cove.
I thought this kid beat him. Loso. Loso didn't beat him.
I don't know unless that happened recently. But the homie went for like I think it was 3 days.
3 days? Oh, 3 days.
Yeah, I think it was at least 2 days. So
damn.
That's
yeah.
crazy. Was it good?
I mean, dude, people were just throwing him words in Twitch, and he was just going off of it. So it's straight.
It's a long time.
Hell yeah,
bro.
That's
I think you get like
It's a day after tomorrow, bro. Like,
you get a 5-minute like break every like hour or some shit.
word.
Something like that.
Stuff
That's
your face
the
real
rules.
quick. Drink
There's
some
a lot of
water.
rules and regulations.
yeah,
but
you got to.
So,
They definitely lost his voice when it was over.
So you told me about your worst show experience. Let me hear about your best show experience.
Oh damn, it's hard, man. I have a couple of them, man. I would say GMF was probably like one of our best ones. We did a show at the Cuban Club, and that was one of our best sounding ones.
That's a very good video. I went for a wedding there and got super drunk, but
the sound was amazing.
where's that at? The Cuban Club.
it's by where Orpheum used to be on 14th.
Okay.
Right next door. Republic Day, Cuba.
Yep.
Oh, I know all about it, man. It's a very nice place. They have like a basement area.
Yep, that's where we performed at.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
That basement area used to be a pool.
did it really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
It has a dope ass. So it's one of the most haunted buildings in
Yes,
Tampa.
also it is one of the most haunted buildings. So, on that tip, do you believe in that kind of supernatural?
Fuck yeah, I've seen a ghost in Puerto Rico.
Let's hear it.
Man, yo, it was the most like unappreciative thing I've ever seen in my life. So we went because I have a infatuation for like grave sites. I like the architecture, like the stones, stuff like that. So we go to Puerto Rico, we go down. So we're looking around. It's bright, it's sunny, and then it's like this mausoleum in front of us. I'm just like, yo, I want to take a picture here. So I take up a picture, and then the door's open, but the door got like somebody just punched it, and it's just like, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like open like that because they had the storm. So I'm like, I'm about to go in, and she's like, nah, don't disrespect the dead. Like that's kind of crazy. I'm like, I'm just gonna go in for a second. Like I'm just gonna just check it out. So the moment I had my foot like in between like the door, I just seen something like that to my left. I looked, and it was a cloak, and it was like this pillar. So the cloak just disappeared in the pillar. And this shit looked as I'm looking at you right now. That's how clear this shit was. I was like, no fucking way. And I grabbed my wife and I just jetted.
I'm about to say, do you run?
You ran?
Jetted.
Did you run?
Yeah, we was out. I'm like, yo, we out.
You said you were on vacation?
We was on vacation. It was the first time she ever seen me scared.
Some crazy shit always happens on fucking vacation, bro.
Yeah, a random cat with one eye popped out. The sky, like there was a huge ass overcast that came out of nowhere.
Bro.
I was like, nah, I'm out of here. And then when I told her the story, she was like, oh yeah, they're real. And then she was showing me pictures of the ghosts. If you're watching this now, and you go to YouTube, and you go to Julian the Genius with a J, and you type in Pusha Preme, look at his last blog, and then I think 43 minutes or some shit like that. Just kind of scrolls, whatever, and you'll see it. Like we're all in a room, and she's showing you the ghost on the phone. And it looks clear as day.
All right, so we're up. So yes to ghost.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's talk about aliens.
I don't know. I'm like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I feel like people don't give humans enough credit. Like when they talk about the pyramids, I'm just like, if you. Like I feel like a million people could make a pyramid. You know what I'm saying? They're all gonna die, but they would make it. You know what I'm saying? We've seen the Taj Mahal that was made by man. We've seen there's so many marvelous wonders of this world that have been made by man. I feel like people shit on man sometimes.
The only argument I have with that is that we haven't made anything to those precise precision, like longitude, latitudes, to where they line up with certain things no matter what. Like we haven't recreated. Yeah, they made like a hydrogen collider. They've made atomic bombs, but like that's a stone structure that would take machines and manpower and different things to like.
I feel like they had something similar to that back then. Da Vinci was drawing helicopters. Where do you get the influence for that?
That's what I'm saying. I feel nowadays our generation we've kind of lost access to parts of our brain. You know, I feel like back then we weren't people weren't influenced by things that they are now, and brainwash. You know, lockdown and it's all about breaking like a certain cycle.
To add to your argument, one thing I could tell you about Africa was really good when it came to math. Like Africans were really good at math. Out of everything, they was good at math. So for it those equations, they probably did intentionally because pyramids to me feel mad gaudy anyway. To build like this huge mausoleum to put like the dead people in is crazy.
They just probably robbed them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
So that's they probably made it that way, and then kind of like how they have castles and things like that. It's like they have their own madness between like areas of where they do it at. I just know Africans are really good at math, so that's not a coincidence. Now maybe the Stonehenge, that could be kind of alien-ish, but have I seen one? No, I've seen some crazy shit in the sky. Like Jason has showed me some shit, but I think sometimes that could just be like angels in the outfield type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like spirits are real, so you may mistake an alien for a spirit. You know what I mean? And we don't know how big they are. We don't know what they look like. I don't know if anybody watches in the Bible, but they said that Moses seen a burning bush. Like there's certain things that you can't explain that is like supernatural, and it's been proven that it's supernatural. You know what I mean? Like energy's real.
Good answer.
It is. Yeah, bro. So to move on from that. What are some artists that you listen to for inspiration? Like, I don't want to be like give me a top 5, but give me a top 5.
Shit, man, it's a lot. Like I listen to Coda the Friend.
Hey, I was just listening to Coda today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Travis Scott.
I'm just trying to be happy. I'm a Rubik's Cube to every woman that had me. I'm like, oh my god. Fire, bro. Coda's insane, bro.
He's dope. And then like my peers, man, like whatever my peers are making and what they send me. So like, Indy always sends me some fire ass voice notes. My man Mikkel, Matt Holt. AD the artist from time to time, Yism all the time. So yeah, like mostly my peers, but and then like I can't front Spotify playlists, man. If I hear somebody dope that's new, I just be like, oh shit, the way they did those chords, or damn, the way they did those drums, and I just like maybe I can make something better than that. Maybe I can make something equal to that. So that's kind of what motivates me.
I think you are signed to a label. Is it an independent label or something like that?
No, so well we're independent right now. We have our own entertainment company.
Okay.
So that's how we kind of are working things. But we are seeking, we have a couple conversations.
Do you have dreams of signing like a big $1 million record deal, or would you rather reach the pinnacle as an independent?
Oh man, just a little bit of both, man. Because like independent is cool and good, but it's like when like let's say like your man's of like 30 years has a kid and then he has to fall back. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that bing bong Inside Out moment. It's just like I gotta keep going and then look back and then you just fade away. That hurts more. So sometimes getting $1 million deal now so that you can take care of your people, so you guys can come together, is more enjoyable in that journey. Or sometimes the independent route, you can lose a lot of people along the way.
You got a good heart, man. You about to make me cry over here. Because that's the way that I measure success. Because my next question is, what do you measure success as? The way I measure success is being able to create opportunities for the people around me that weren't gifted or presented those opportunities. You know what I mean? That's what success is to me. That's wealth. But what do you measure success as?
I would say the same, man. Yeah. People around me, just being able to not only provide opportunities but to change lives. Sometimes give somebody that start over that you didn't have.
We coming down to the end of the episode. We got a couple more minutes. I got a few more questions. We in here with Pusha Preme. Make sure you check out his music and stuff.
Appreciate y'all.
At Pusha Preme on IG, right?
Yep, PUSHAPREME.
Yes, sir. So who is?
I was actually going to join your lodge. Can I just jump in your joint? Send you a request.
Yeah, you can jump in. Let's see.
Who's your number one dream industry feature?
Oh man, Jay-Z. I would love to do a song with Jay-Z.
That'd be crazy. Jay-Z. I think I'd have to say Nas, but my I'm not super hip hoppy anymore.
So what do you mean why you're not super hip hoppy anymore?
Like my music, I don't even know why I say music. I don't even record no more. My music.
Wait, you don't record no more for real?
I haven't. Like I've recorded stuff. I just haven't dropped anything over like a year and a half. I've been focusing on doing other things, bettering myself. I mean, like I feel like the last thing I recorded was about the journey that I've been on. I feel like my music has changed because I've changed. I've grown. You know what I mean?
I think I just sense it.
Okay.
I definitely gotta see what I'm gonna do about that. Who or what?
Let me see. I'm trying to.
There we go.
Okay, that should work now.
Oh, there we go. Who or what are some of the inspirations for your mask designs?
Oh, every project I work on one. So the last two ones I worked with Katrina Wilkinson, and I basically just tell her my vision, I sketch it out, and then we just go crazy on Etsy and Amazon, and then we just kind of just come together and make these masks based on what's going on in the project. So every project. So this next project that we're working on, I'm not working with her. I'm actually trying somebody new. My homegirl Dopamine. So we're taking more so of the route of like, I've been feeling kind of like not biblical, but like Jesus-like with things that's going on. It's like now the hate's coming out. I've been waiting for you. Like, what the fuck you been at? So now like the hate's come in. Some people are not like appreciating like what I'm trying to do for the city and stuff like that.
That comes with the territory.
Yeah. So for a while I was like Chance the Rapper. I was like everyone's good guy. So now some certain people may see me as a threat because it's like I'm putting people on, I'm giving people ideas, or sharing plugs that they normally want to keep for themselves, and I really don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like my purpose and my goal is to continue to like feed my fans, feed my supporters, elevate them, but also to take the knowledge along the way and pass it on. You know, man, who am I to be selfish to keep like keys or become like a gatekeeper? That's bullshit. You know, for both cities to flourish, we have to be able to keep things going, keep the integrity of our shows, our music, our liking, so that we'll be able to take more fans from people that have industry fans because they may like them because they just seen them on TikTok.
I was speaking of just with the mask question before I forget this. I remember when you first started wearing the mask. It was around the time that because I have a super big affinity for masks, and you stated my line, or my favorite line from that movie, Bane saying, "No one cared who I was until I put on the mask." And I was gonna start rapping in luchador masks. It was like both were the same. My love for wrestling and my love for masks. And you came out with the mask. I was like, "Oh shit! All right, let me back. Let me not do that." So
no, you should have done it. You told me the same thing. They had a rabbit mask. So during the time when I wore it, I used to get a lot of slack and people didn't understand what was going on and comparisons. But for me, it's like I watched the interview with MF Doom, and then the time that I was having the situation to where like people wasn't calling, they wasn't accepting me as Malcolm as an artist. They weren't listening. Like, no, like your name is Preme. So now I had to deal with, you know me from Preme from 7 years ago, and then I've been Malcolm since then. You know what I'm saying? So instead of just like trying to force people to fuck with it, I was just like, all right, well, I'm gonna just paint with a new brush. And MF Doom used to be in the group. He wasn't Metal Face Doom. His brother died, left the group, and became Metal Face Doom. So, it's the same fate. Like, I left King's Legacy. My brother didn't die, thank God. Like, I still have my brother, but...
He just hit Billboard, too, didn't he?
Yeah, we hit iTunes.
iTunes, okay. I'm sorry. I keep mixing up shit.
I got a question about the mask. So, when you're recording, is there a certain mask that you wear to record that allows you to, like, not project that sound through?
Recording would be the only time that I don't. Just so I can just keep the integrity and the clarity.
So
of the
recording's
music.
a pretty personal, like.
Yeah, but for AD situation, I had to bring out the last album, the Chainsaw P mask, for that. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a live session. So if it's for me, then like I can feel comfortable to be like the little.
Which mask is the go-to for recording?
For recording, that would have to be the Chainsaw P. That's the one with the chains, the maroon one.
Okay, the maroon one with the gold chains. Yes, there.
I know who this nigga is. In what ways do you aim to make a difference with your music?
Oh man, I just I would say just more so of just like whatever I accomplish from it, so people can't feel like because I'm working I can't work on music at the same time, or because I have a family, or because my mom is sick, or that, what I'm saying? It's just like, no, just like whatever you're passionate about, do that, and then do everything else around it. You know what I'm saying? Basketball players do it all the time. They go to school and then they play basketball, and then they practice basketball, and then they go home to their families and they do homework, and then they go back to school in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, the excuses become flexible when you allow it to.
Yeah, that's real. And I got one more question.
Okay.
Because we running up on that time. If Pusha Preme wasn't an artist, a musician, a creator, what would he be?
If I wasn't a creator, probably in sports.
Yeah, this nigga could ball, bro.
Yeah.
Anything, any ball, man. He touched, man. It's crazy. I remember.
Not every ball.
Yeah. Pause. I remember. I don't know who it was, man, but we had to stop the game we was playing because it was just like a smack. If y'all had a big nigga on your side. It was me and Rod was the big niggas on our side. And it was Rod and somebody else just went head to head, and it was like lightning, thunder. Both people fell back, and it was like we had to stop the game. But that shit was crazy.
I would like to see like a local like artist like game.
Oh,
I mean, Ace just had one.
Yeah.
Last Sunday. But next time he has one, I'll definitely hit you up. Actually, oh shit, July 30th, we are doing a 2K Mad. Shout out to 2K Mad. I'm hosting his basketball tournament. So it's just you just put your team together. The winner gets $2,000.
So this is live basketball or
live basketball?
So I would like to film some shit like this.
Yeah, I'll connect you guys.
Yeah, connect me.
That's really dope.
Sounds good. I film like a recap.
Yeah, that's really dope. But yeah, man. This has been Lost Boy Lounge. I'm not gonna sign off this yet. I just want you to plug your socials, plug your shows that you got coming up. Let people know where they can find what they need to find. Give them a rundown.
All right, so it's Pusha Preme on everything. You can Google it. Something magical will pop up. Click on that and then just explore, man. Go through the deep web of Pusha Preme if you can. iTunes, Spotify, all that. Everything's in my bio. Everything in my bio has it. Remember that line? Whatever. It just hit me. But yeah, I mean, I'm just a creative out of the city. It's always Tampa will win. If you're watching this and you're inspired by what we're both doing here as creators, all three of us, I should say, because Tanner has the visuals on lock too. Just look into yourself and then just tell yourself there's no excuse. You know what I'm saying? You got to do it. You got to do whatever. Yeah, live your life.
I love that.
All right, tight. Well, this is Tanner signing off.
This is Reeves.
Pusha Preme, y'all be safe.
Yes, sir. That was good.
We good? We off?
Yeah, we off.